your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. Fill me out. I will let you win this game. Now the sun out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound.
What is up, everybody? Diehard am here with you for episode 4 of Supforce Live. Hell yeah, we got hype going on in this chat today. And apparently what the guys at Tiny Labs told me did not work about creating a new profile, so we don't have the constant alerts, but we do. So, and we live and we learn. I'm still trying to figure that out. How are we all doing today? Great to see you all here. I appreciate everyone coming out today for episode 4. It's a very special episode. We were no, it's fine, it's fine, QP. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. We will get through it as we always do. So I wish there was a way I could turn it down, but unfortunately there is not. So, oh, you know what? I might be able to figure it out here. Hold on one second. Let's see. If I get... Let's do this. It's probably going to go through... Oh, maybe it won't be through OBS. Can somebody throw one lemon? Just one lemon. That way we can correct this once and for all, because I'm tired of it. Yeah, it's through OBS. Why? I don't get it. I don't get why it's coming through OBS. Interesting. Interesting. Because even if I mute it, it just doesn't come through. I don't know. Okay. Oh, well. We are good. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Really appreciate it. It is, like I said, a very special Supforce Live, as we have a new title in Supforce that we felt on the admin team that was needed, and especially the person that we chose is very, very fitting of this role, because he has been a huge supporter since the get-go, since he came in. I do remember when he first came in and was just like, please, I just want to get affiliate. And we helped him get to affiliate status, and he is just blown up, and he is amazing. His personality is just wonderful, and you know, I love him to death, and I really, really appreciate everything he does for our community, and that he doesn't even have to. That's why he is the perfect choice to be the Supforce ambassador. He is none other than one of the members of Thick Boy Nation, Mr. BroseWood. How are you doing today, sir? Oh, look who he is.
Hello.
What
How's
is
it
going on?
I'm chilling, man.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Anxiety ridden, nervous, but you know, we're here. We're ready to start it up, you know?
Okay, we got to represent Thick Boy Nation, right?
Hell yeah.
We're going to, like we say, when we, you know, hopefully one day get some merch, that Brose and I want Thick Boy Nation shirts with the Supforce logo on them, because we will wear them on stream big time. Absolutely.
100%.
Well, Brose, I appreciate the fact that you delayed your stream a little bit, you know, to be on here with us as the Supforce ambassador. Spectre, I ended up changing the sound to Blink sound. Yeah, I'll have to try that. I'll have to seriously do that. I'll have to change it every time, like for mine. You don't have to be nervous at all, dude. You are, like Lily said, you do not have to be nervous at all. You are an amazing human being. We love having you here at Supforce. I mean,
I really do.
It's pretty much when you think about who you want to be in Supforce, you are the perfect shining example of who we want in there. So thank you so much for, you know, joining us. How long has it been now for you?
I joined July 30th. The day after
Nice.
my mother's birthday, I joined here.
Oh wow. Well,
Yeah.
well, we're so happy that you did all those months ago. Now, um, tell us, how did you find out about Support Force and what made you decide to join?
Okay, so I'd been doing the streaming thing since probably about June.
Mhm.
No. End of May, because I found this old trash computer that I had randomly in my room that I forgot I had. I got it years ago, and I realized that it had enough processing power. It had like an i5 in it, but like a third generation i5, so it was really bad.
Yeah, consider we're on
So
eighth now.
yeah, but it had enough processing power to stream. I was doing like watch-alongs
Mhm.
for wrestling. Like I would watch Monday Night Raw every
Okay.
Monday and Tuesday, and I streamed that for 2 or 3 months. 2 months, 2 months.
Mhm.
And I would stream off my Xbox as well, and I was doing it that way, and I'm just like, this isn't working. I got a PC, a very good PC. Um, and I had a friend who was part of Support Force, named AVX Nation. He is still part, but he's working, so he's like doing his thing.
Right.
It's all good. But he's like, bro, you are 20 followers away from affiliate. You're right there. Join Support Force. I'm sure, because I had the average viewers, I had all that fun stuff, but I just need the followers. So I joined here, and I had it within, I want to say, 29 hours. I made affiliate. I had my first stream as an affiliate and as a Supforce member, and it was like one of the best streams of my life. I still remember it to this day. It was incredible. And yeah, and now we're here, I guess.
Right.
Long story short, we're sitting here right now having a conversation.
And you a part of the admin team with being the
Yeah.
Supforce ambassador.
I am. And
Uh,
I just got a raid from the Rippers. The Rippers, I love you, bro. Thank you so much.
Nice. So let me ask you, since we got the beginning of it and how you got in and that, when we announced the title of Subforce Ambassador, what immediately drew you to that? Like what? Let's just start out with that. How did you, when you saw it, think, you know what? That's what I want. That's what I want to go for.
I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's me. Okay, cool. That's for me. That's mine. I am going to claim this role, and I'm going to make it something respected and just loved. Like I want it to be like a bridge between the community and the staff team. I just want it to be that. I want to be like I want to be like the voice of like just everyone. I
The
want to
people.
communicate. Exactly. The voice of the people. I didn't want to say that because it felt like super arrogant.
No, it's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I felt like this could be,
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna apply for that. I wanna be that. I wanna be something. I wanna help. I wanna be a help to the community.
Right.
You know?
Well, you are like 20 times over. You are. So, with you taking on this role, what do you hope to help with in Support Force? Like, what are your goals for this position?
At first I wasn't sure, like what like I knew that I wanted to wanted to help, but I didn't know like what I was gonna be able to do. And I've been able to like reach out and get several real life friends, like get them to join Support Force. They're flourishing and their content is amazing and it makes me happy. So like just getting people here, oh my god, I just knocked my mic. Getting people here is what it was all about, because I wanted, like, we are a close knit, loving community, and the more people know that, the better,
Oh, absolutely. I feel like with Support Force, because I've been in a lot of different streaming communities, and some of them with the admin team, I've come through a few of them. But even running a community myself is that a lot of places talk the talk big time. Like, oh, this stuff's great stuff's gonna happen. Oh, you know, we're gonna do this for you, we're gonna do that for you, and then it never comes through ever. And then you get to Supforce and it actually delivers. There's no sugarcoating it, because you will get out of Supforce what you put into it. If you're just gonna sit back in the shadows,
exactly,
do your follows and stuff like that, rank up so you're level 10, and then do your live now command, no one's gonna come around because nobody knows you.
Nope.
If you're in the chats, you're talking, you know, communicating with people. Everything I tell anybody when they say, well, you know, I want to be a streamer, you know, I want to, you know, do this and really get really good at it. Well, you know, what's the advice you can give me? The number one thing is networking. You will never get anywhere in streaming if you are just going to be like, just here, just doing this. Don't even talk with anybody. Don't communicate with your chat. Don't communicate with your community, even in Discord when you're not streaming, because, you know, that's one of the things you do great in. You are always welcoming to everybody that comes into your stream. You're welcoming to everybody in the chat. So people know you, they know that, and they respect that and will be there with you through whatever, you know?
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things too, is that you just have to be that way with your community, and you're a perfect shining example of that, man.
I really do appreciate it.
So when Brose's not streaming or doing things for Supforce, what does Brose like to do for fun? And by the way, everybody, it's not Brosy, it's not Bros, it's Brose. Brose. I don't know how many times I'm with people and they're like, hey, bros. I'm like, it's Brose. It's Brose.
It's definitely Brose. It's definitely Brose. The name's Jose, so it's Brose, you know, because I'm your bro, dude. But when I'm not streaming, when I'm not streaming, I'm usually doing stuff for streaming, talking to people, networking, exactly that. That's what I try to do. That's what I tell myself I'm doing, but really I'm just sitting on my computer watching other people and laughing and, you know, having a good time with everyone. Right. That's what I want to do. And that's what I feel like streaming is all about, you know, having a good time and having a good time with other people. So like I'll have 4 or 5 streams open and I'll be in there talking to everyone. Like I was earlier before this whole thing started right now, I was in Madly's stream, I was in Happy stream, I was in Sloppy stream, and I was just talking at them and just making jokes, having fun, having a good time. That's what I'm all about. I want to have a good time. I don't want to sit here and like, oh, moping over my stream's doing bad today. Oh no, what am I gonna do? No, I'm just like I'm going out there. I'm trying to have fun with people, and that's what I do. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Even when I'm not doing stuff for streaming, I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm a mopey guy when I'm alone. But when I'm with my friends, I try to have a good time, at least.
Well, that's,
you know?
Yeah, that's awesome, though, because, I mean, that's the big thing is people feed off of emotions. I know me is if I'm around somebody who's negative and who is down in the dumps, it rubs off on me. Like, and I try so hard not to snap out of it. But when you're around that, it's hard to snap out of it. So that's why, you know, with your streams and everything else, even when you rage, which by the way, watching you the past couple of days on your stream and everything, when you rage, I'm like laughing because it's a nice rage because you get you get loud and everything, but it's like you can hear the smile in your voice when you rage. So it's quite interesting to
I get
listen
super mad, but like I always try to at least have like a smile on my face when I'm getting mad.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, for sure. So... Dude, shut up, Ape. Stop calling me Grandpa. I know my beard's all gray and everything. Okay, just quick story. He called me, and this about a month ago, I was going through my phone and I was texting Ape, and my wife kind of looked over and saw me texting. He goes, "Are you texting Applebee's?" Because in my phone he's Ape Shreks. So I'm like, no. So now we refer to him as Applebee's, and then he called me before this and was talking to me, and I was like, yeah, and my wife's like, who's that? And she goes, tell her it's Applebee's. I go, it's Applebee's. She goes, well, Applebee's has rats. Because if you remember from Talladega Nights, when they went to Applebee's, the dad goes, Applebee's has rats. You found a rat in my Cobb salad. So that's what my wife says now, that Applebee's has rats. And she goes, oh, does he love you? Is he trying to date you? I'm like, no. And he goes, no, I'm like his son. Because he refers to me as grandpa. So I guess you're my grandson if you're going to keep calling me grandpa. Oh, sorry. Okay. So we know you do streaming, you do stuff for streaming and everything when you're not streaming and that. But let's say, you know what, Brose, we need to just disconnect for a little bit. You need to go out and have a good time. What does Brose like to do outside of the house?
I like to watch wrestling.
Ooh.
I'll admit it. I love wrestling. Wrestling is amazing. It is an escape from reality.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. It's not real.
Right.
I'm not sure if you know that. Wrestling isn't real. But
I still believe, goddammit.
But it is incredible. Like, well, sometimes it's incredible. Sometimes it's really bad. But it's all good. I have a belt right there. I got a wrestling belt right there.
Oh, nice.
I got a closet full of wrestling toys over there. I love wrestling.
No, it's not wrestling toys. It's wrestling collectibles.
No. They're toys. I have over 150 Funko Pops. They're toys. That's it.
I love that you own it. Own it. Too many people are like, no, they're action figures. No,
I could
they're
extend
toys.
my arm right now and probably grab maybe 25 different toys right now. I even have a little Peppa Pig right there. Look at that.
Peppa? What are you doing on Brose's cam, Peppa?
But yes, I'm an avid toy collector. I love toys. I actually have an Instagram for my toys. I haven't posted on it in like a year, but maybe, after this I'll start it up again. Who knows?
Okay, so a couple of questions. What do you think of the move of SmackDown to Fox?
Okay, here's the thing. I like it. First of all, like it's probably gonna be some sort of more realistic feel to it because it's on Fox. It's not on USA. It's not on a drama channel. It's on Fox, where they do sports and real sports. So that's what I felt they were gonna do. But as of late, SmackDown's been under delivering, I guess. Maybe I'm spoiled by AEW and all that because they're doing great things over there on TNT. But SmackDown is lackluster. Just WWE in general is a little lackluster to me. This whole NXT storyline that they're doing, I'm kind of loving it, but that's because it's NXT and NXT is great. But yeah, I think wrestling's in a good spot, but also in a very bad spot as well because there's so much product and it's so oversaturated.
Right. Well, what's interesting though is that from what you're describing, because I haven't followed it in a while, but it seems like it's AEW, right? Yeah. It seems like this is going back to the old days when I watched it, when it was between WWF and WCW.
Yeah, that it almost has that feel because you'll see every once in a while they're shooting barbs at one another and like crazy things happening. They're trying to outdo each other, so it's nice. I like that aspect, but it's also like every single indie promotion, like any promotion out there, like MLW or any other random promotion, they all have an on-demand service. So like there's wrestling out there for anyone. There's like hardcore crazy stuff. There's comedy wrestling over in Japan from DDT Pro, which is hilarious, but it's just like there's so much out there, it's hard to consume it all. Right. You have to pick and choose. And then you're talking to a friend who's like, oh yeah, I watched this. I'm like, oh cool, I don't. And then you try to connect on it and it's like, what do you mean he wrestled a blow-up doll? What does that mean? How did he wrestle a broom? Right. What? So I'm just kind of like, it's a lot. It's a lot to consume. And with streaming, I barely get to now because I stream during primetime hours, like 6 to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday is like, okay, so I can't watch Raw, I can't watch SmackDown, can't watch any of it, can't watch anything. So I record it and then, fast forward to most.
Yeah. Which, in a way, that kind of helps out a little bit too, though.
It does, but then I feel like I'm not getting every nook and cranny of every storyline, and I don't know. I'm a completionist
Yeah.
to the fullest. Like I need to complete everything that I start. So like if there's a battle pass in a video game, I need to complete it.
Okay.
Like I have.
So, quick question then, because I know with Sword and Shield, you have to have both in order to get all of them. Do you have both?
Not yet. Not yet. I will.
When you complete one and get everything there, then you'll move on to the other one, so you can get
eventually.
so you can catch them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so who is your favorite wrestler of all time? And I'll tell you mine, because I do have one too.
Okay. You start. I want to hear it.
Okay. Well, because I'm old school. All right. So my favorite of all time was Jake the Snake take. That's what yours is. Jake the Snake was good. But mine, I always loved watching Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh yes, he's
I
so good.
loved Ricky the Dragon Steamboat because I can remember. Because mind you, I'm a lot older than you. I'm probably almost double your age. I would think, because I'm 43.
Yeah, you're not. You're the same age as my mom. My mom had me when she was 19. Scratch that, 16.
So you could be my son.
Essentially, if you started off really young.
Oh, Sabu! Sabu was awesome.
Sabu's great.
Sabu is a crazy mofo.
He's a psychopath.
Sure. Yeah, he is. But I remember being younger, and oh my god, when Saturday Night Main Event would come on, that was like the shit. It was like Saturday night I could stay up late and watch wrestling. Oh my god, it was the best.
I wasn't alive during Saturday Night's Main Event. They tried to bring it back a couple, probably about 10 years ago, and it was trash. But I did grow up, Attitude Era. So I was like Stone Cold, The Rock, Mick Foley. I've met Mick Foley. He signed one of my belts.
Nice.
So that was cool. But if I had to say who my favorite was, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh.
He was my childhood. The night that he passed away, I actually made a T-shirt and watched. I don't know if it was. I didn't have cable, so it was SmackDown. I watched.
Okay.
So they were doing a tribute show, and I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out on my bunk bed with a T-shirt that says Eddie Guerrero and his dates and everything, and I'm like, I loved Eddie Guerrero. I have 3 or 4 Eddie Guerrero figures.
Rabble, Latino Heat.
Yes. Yes.
Rabble says, who was the one with the kendo stick who drank beer in the audience?
Sandman's there too. He's an old alcoholic now, but it's fine. I think he's recovering, so that's good. There's a pug over there that's just
The pug's like, screw this. I've heard enough about wrestling. I'm out.
She's going to lie on the bed. It's fine.
Okay, so how many pay-per-view events have you been to?
Pay-per-view. Okay, so I've been to one Raw.
Okay.
So it wasn't a pay-per-view, and I've been to 3 house shows, which are just live events and everything. And those were all in the Garden, so it was massive, and they always had special guests and stuff. So those were cool.
That's really cool. I went to WCW War Games. I went to that, and I actually got to slap fives with Raven. He came through the audience right next to me because I was in the lower bowl, and it was just he was standing next to me, and I slapped him 5. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah,
my only wrestling encounter person is Mick Foley, and I got to shake his hand, and that was cool. So.
Well, that dude, the Hell in a Cell with him and Undertaker was just the most. I think that's probably my all-time favorite wrestling match I've seen. Probably.
It's not I love it. It's amazing, but I wouldn't even call it a match at that point.
Oh, it was a
carnage.
Well, and then you sit there and he gets slammed through the top of the cage and gets up smiling, and his fucking tooth is pushed through his nose. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Apparently, it went through his lip.
Yeah.
It went through his lip and it was in his nose. I thought it fell out and just ended up in his nose. That's what I thought.
And then probably 1A has to be for me the night where Hogan slammed Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah.
Because that was at because I live in Michigan, so that was at the Pontiac Silverdome for WrestleMania 3, and that I was like I wanted to go there so bad, and I almost had an opportunity, but the tickets fell through for my dad.
Dang.
So, but dude, when that happened, it was like the freaking world stopped because somebody actually body slammed Andre the Giant. You know.
Wow. Wow. I was not alive then, obviously. I was born in 1994, so it was like 10 years before I was born.
Jesus Christ. You were born when I graduated high school. I graduated high school in 94.
Well, you know, there was in 7th grade, my English teacher was like, okay, write about a history-making event that you want to be a part of, that you wanted to be a part of, like if you could go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually wrote about when Hulk slammed Andre, and then she's like, "Oh, I was there." I'm like, "Oh, I hate you." She was a mean lady too, dude.
She was a mean lady, so she threw that in your face, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so by the way, chat, if you want to, you could start putting in questions that you want to ask Brose. We'll get to those shortly. So just make sure you load up the chat, and I'm sure I can have somebody out there, Rabble or Take, keep track of that, and we can go back to them. So Brose, what was your first foray venture? Let's just say venture. Fuck it.
Venture. Let's go with venture.
I'm fucking it up. What is your first venture into video games? Like, what was the first game that you picked up and played?
The first game. Okay, so I always mix it up. I don't know if it was either Aerial Monsters on the SNES, because I love the show,
Mm-hmm.
and my aunt had an SNES, and I was able to play that, so that was cool. And then I also, around the same time, my uncle had a yellow Game Boy Color, and he had Pokemon Red in it. Or no, it was
I'll be right back.
Straight Game Boy. I'll continue talking. Don't worry. It was a yellow Game Boy, and he had Pokemon Red in it, and I played that even though it was his save file, and I ruined his save file because I was a 5-year-old. So there was that. Don't do it. Oh my god, the Pokemon one too.
Yep.
It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one.
To show you how old school I am.
Big one. Oh my! I had that. I had that game. Can we ask questions here? Yeah, give me 1 second, Wolfton. I'm actually gonna take it and put it over in Diehard's chat real quick. There you go. Sorry.
Gotcha. I know you ruined
Just
his
so it's
save file.
Yeah, I ruined his save file. I absolutely demolished the thing. But yeah, it was one of those two that was my first. I can't remember which one it was, but those are the two that stick out in my mind from when I was a kid.
Nice. So me being old, my first video game venture was back in 82, 83. This is before Atari 2600, Brose. Okay, this is how far I go. It was a video console. It was in the shape of a triangle. Okay, and on one side was a light gun. On one side was a dial for like Pong, because this one was like a quick draw game, and then on this side was a steering wheel for a racing game, and that's all you had.
That's crazy.
That was my first one. I think I remember looking it up at one time, and let me see if I can find it while we're talking here. I looked it up, and it was just like amazing that I found it. Triangle video game console. Triangle video game console. This is it. I found it. Hold on. I'll show you here in just 1 second. Hold on. Let's go. Come on. Oh, it's on Wikipedia. All right. Here we go. We're going to share the screen here. This is it.
I never remember. I never saw that in my life.
Yeah, that was my first video game console right there. You can see it had the dial for like Pong. You could have 2 people play. There was the light gun. I mean, look at that light gun. How accurate does that look like to a fucking revolver?
Right?
And then, like I said, you had the driving game over here too with the stick shift and everything. So that right there, it was released in 1967, but I had it. I had it. I think like in the early 80s. So it was my first one. So I think my dad might have gotten this and had it. So and that's what I started on. But yeah, that was mine. That was my first venture into video gaming.
That was old. Jeez.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, it's Diehard, Texan. We're doing a podcast right now, man. Yeah.
So, ColecoVision, J-Banda. Yeah, I remember dude, that's how I learned how to play blackjack. Was on a ColecoVision. Because they had, I don't know if you know if you've seen a ColecoVision before, but it was it's a thing here and it had a dial pad on it along with the joystick. So you would, with the games, you would get like film covers to put over the keypad, and that would tell you what to push for the games and everything.
Yeah.
So that's how I learned how to play blackjack. Like fucking 8, 9 years old, I learned how to play blackjack on a ColecoVision.
Wow. I was 8 or 9 playing blackjack too, but it was in my grandfather's dining room, and we were playing for dollar bills, and I'm like, oh, nice. I want in on this. I got to make some money. Nice. I got to learn.
So what, okay, so that was your first venture into video games. So what's your favorite game? Like if we said, Brose, you know what? You can only play one game for the rest of your life. You can't play anything else but this one game.
See, like I don't know if I have anything like in my favorites that are that replayable. Mm-hmm. Like I put like 700 hours. I think it was like 724 hours into Pokemon Emerald. Mm-hmm. So like that's probably my most played game of all time, maybe. And what can I play over and over again? I want to say it's Rainbow Six Siege. Like I could play that over and over again, and like every match is different. So I'm like, I could probably play Rainbow Six over and over again. It's a weird game for it to be like, oh, that's my end all. Maybe it's not my end all. Bro, this is hard.
Because, mind you, this is just you playing. This is not everybody else playing with you, too. Just remember that. Oh, there's Mini Diehard M. That's my daughter.
Oh.
She says Sims 4 is hers.
I could probably play... Bro, I don't even know. No, I do know. Because I played through it like 17 times. I could play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker over and over again. I love it.
Really?
Wind Waker is so good. Even the HD remake that came out on the Wii U was good.
See, I thought everybody did not like Wind Waker. I thought the overall consensus was nobody liked it.
So I grew up. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm well off now, but I grew up very poor. Like I didn't have a lot. Like I didn't have a lot of video games growing up. So I played with my aunt's video games. She was always super into video games. She would get the new consoles. She stopped around like PS3 time, but she had a GameCube, and we would go over to her house every Saturday/Sunday. It changed to Saturdays down the line, but I still go there. But I would play her GameCube every single week, and I would play Wind Waker every single week. She didn't have a memory card, so I'd play the same Wind Waker every single week. It was so good.
Jesus.
Oh, that just like triggered like a memory in the back of my mind, and I was like, wow, okay, that was.
There you go. Okay, I did. If anybody watching, I wasn't rolling my eyes at what Brose said. I was rolling my eyes at what my daughter said. Her friend Daniel at college said Wii Fitness is his all-time favorite.
Okay.
Just being silly. All right. Anyway, okay. So did see a question out there that we're gonna go through to, cause where was it? All right, well, we'll start with some questions here. I got more, but we'll mix in some of the because otherwise they're gonna go through and we'll miss them. So Rebel said, if you could be any animal, what would it be?
Kodiak bear.
Ooh.
They're the most vicious.
But you're not a Kodiak bear.
I can be.
I'm sure you can be.
You don't want me to get there.
Oh, for me, I'd have to say, God, I don't know. That's a tough question. I mean, I like the idea of a bear just because you get so much sleep. It would be amazing to just hibernate.
6 months out of the year?
And just sit there and just pile up food and just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat because you're going to sleep it all off. But I often go to penguin, though, too, just because I think penguins are cool.
And you're always, well dressed,
Yeah,
always got
exactly.
a suit on.
You're always ready for a party,
Exactly. Emperor penguins with their little feathers on their head.
Exactly.
Always got nice hair going.
And if you watch Happy Feet, the movie, they know how to dance.
Exactly. Some of them.
Okay, so the one that you brought over from yours, what was your most memorable moment when streaming?
There's been a lot. There's been a lot of crazy. Okay, so that I got a 3K in Crunker, and I'm swinging around a corner.
For those that don't know what a 3K is, would you like to explain it? Okay.
3 kills.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say 3,000 bits. I was like, all right.
No. But I got 3 kills, swinging around a corner, collateral kills on all of them. So it was like one bullet, just ba 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 3 times, and that was one of the coolest gameplay moments I've ever had. Maybe.
Please tell me somebody clipped that.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Okay.
Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Clutch. It's probably one of my most liked on Clutch.
Nice.
It was insane. I think I collateral 2 Supforce members as well. CJ the Hat Guy and Happy were 2 of the recipients of that bullet. And then there's also
#, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry. I know I am sorry. I'm very sorry that it had to be you, but yeah, get clapped. Kid. I also so maybe when there's also if it's not gameplay related, Ghost came in my stream, formerly known as Ice Ghost Dragon. It's Ghost now. He's a mixer streamer now. He moved from Twitch, and he just decided one day to hop in my stream and gift 20 subs, and that was one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. And I'm like, I was literally speechless. I got up from my chair, ran over into the corner, and I'm like, what just happened? And then I came back, and I'm like, I probably talked about it for the rest of the stream as well. So and then the same stream, my mom comes into my room and she's like, "Hey, we got you a new mouse." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." So that was a great stream for me.
Right.
So that was really cool. And then there's my best friend in the entire world, Lucifer's Knights. He's also a part of Supforce. He came in one stream super early on, probably 2 weeks into my affiliation, and he dropped 10K bits.
Ooh.
And I was like, it was probably one of the only times that I've teared up and just like you kind of see something just coming out, and I'm like, all right. I didn't know how to handle it then. I still don't know how to handle it now, but that was insanity as well. Just crazy moments. Like my friends are incredible, and they do crazy things like that, and it's insane.
All right. Well, hey, since we were talking about it and it got posted in the chat, let's relive this epic moment here.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh shit! Wrong screen.
Got him. If I leg one more person, I might actually shed tears on screen.
There it is. I screamed so loud when that happened.
If I leg one
I was like,
oh! one more time, just for the reaction.
Insanity.
That's what I'm saying. Is watching you do that stuff and your reaction is just amazing. I love your reactions.
I try to be as animated as possible on stream. Even in real life, though, I'm loud. I'm very loud. Once you get to know me, if we're out in a public place, I'm probably not going to be loud and obnoxious.
Right.
But if we're sitting in your living room and you're across the hall, I'm going to scream obscenities at you. That's for dang sure. That's what I'm going to do.
As you say, that's for dang sure.
PG. We're PG here now.
Ooh. It could be PG-13. So
True.
You could say damn. You could say ass.
No. If my mom was in here, I wouldn't say it. I'm 25 years old. I still don't curse in front of my mom. You can't make me.
Oh.
Not gonna happen. It's a respect thing. I'll curse in front of everyone else, but not my mom.
Even if your mom was there and somebody said, Brose, you drop an F-bomb in front of your mom, I'll drop 10K right now on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
So there is a price.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whoever knows Brose, call his mom into the room and then somebody donate 10K and just get him to do it. Get him to just drop an F-bomb in front of her.
Oh, boy. No, I'll get hit, though, and then I'll get freaking taken off Twitch, dude.
But
that's the guidelines here. We're not even allowed.
But then you have 10K.
True. Then what's his name? What's his name? What's the kid's name? Delor breaks his flimsy, disgusting keyboard over his face, and he gets banned for self-harm. Come on, Twitch. It doesn't hurt.
Well, that would be the reason why like a lot of people are leaving.
Sorry, I was answering Lucifer's Nightsuits in my chat right now. Hi, how you doing, friend?
Yo, stop being a bad example, Dad. He can be good in front of his mom. He can. Desert goes. He could go to the mixer then. Yeah, Brose's gonna get that mixer money for him to go over there.
Yeah.
If anybody from Mixer's watching, this is the guy you want right there. Pay him the millions of dollars. It's worth it.
Bill, I'm right here, Bill.
Call me.
I'll leave. What's his name? What's the rich guy who owns this place?
I have no idea who owns Twitch.
Yes, the alerts are on. I don't know his name, but I'll go to Bill any day.
Panic, no me. Panic, you already made the switch.
Yeah, Panic, you made the switch, dude.
You're already over there.
Yeah! No.
What? What'd you get? Did you get 10K? Did somebody just drop 10K on you?
Why gotta do it now, bro? This is important, dude. What the?
Oh, Lucifer just said, "Screw you, Diehard" on the leaderboard.
Yeah, he did. I can't. No, I can't do that. I cannot do that.
Brose just got 10K of bits from Lucifer over on his stream.
Dan, you better boost that, dude.
Yeah, boost that, because guess what? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
It's like came in at the end of the story.
So that way you can go ding, ding, ding.
I got paid twice. Okay, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't even know what to say, dude. Better boost it.
You should, yeah. Madly said it. Bring in Mama.
I'll go get her.
Oh my God. He's gonna swear in front of his mom. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening right now. That is awesome. Oh my God. Lucifer, well done. Living up to your name. Oh my gosh. So, chat, please go ahead and put up more questions. We need more questions from the chat. We can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Hey, everybody. This is Mom.
Hi. Hi, Mama Brose.
Fuck. Don't hit me on stream. I will get banned. I love you. You can hit me after stream. I love you. Lock the door, please. Thank you.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I felt my light flash before my eyes. Lily, thank you for the 5 gifted. You guys are insane.
Oh, that's awesome. That was so worth it.
God. Nobody clipped. She'll be mad.
Well done, Lucifer. Well done on that.
Dan, I love you, bro. I love you so much. Thank you.
Oh, funny. Rebel clipped it. Yes, he clipped it too.
Oh my god.
Oh, so that's the highlight of the podcast right there. That's going to be played over and over and over again.
That's the first time that's happened on on the podcast, I think.
It is. She's the first mom to be on the podcast. There you go.
True.
Well, mother of somebody on the podcast. Let's just say that because we have had mothers on the podcast.
Yeah. I fixed it, Lily. I need to fix this this bit goal real quick.
And a few mother effers as well.
Only a couple.
Oh yes, Take. You got YouTube content for sure.
Content.
Oh Jesus! So it's like where do you go from here? I guarantee you what, that's not going to happen on your interview on Sunday. Which, by the way, everybody, Brose will be on another podcast on Sunday over at TIE Fighter. If somebody wants to, you can very much. I hate doing this, but whatever. It's for you, Brose, so that's why I'm doing it. Somebody put the link to TIE Fighter's channel in the chat, and that way we have it out there. So people need to know that on Sunday at 9, right? Is it 9?
Yes.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Brose will be getting interviewed from the channel Elevated Content, and really like to see people out there supporting him and just show up for our boy here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Guarantee it won't be as fun as this one, though. That's for sure.
I don't think my mom's going to come in on that one. So that's exclusive.
Yes, that is exclusive.
That's the first time mom's been on stream, too. She's never been on stream before.
Well, there you go.
And also, Lucifer's Knights just leveled up 6 times in Discord. Welcome to the 30 Club, Dan. I don't know. 26? Something like that.
So, and thinking of where we go from here with this interview after all of that, where is Crown? Oh, yeah, Crown's got it. He's going to have the content. It's already clipped and everything. Okay, what's the pug's name?
Ellie. But I call her Pug mostly. Ellie, I love you. And that's Molly.
Aww.
They're best friends.
Well, I have my good buddy Gunther, who's over here. Gunther, come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, old man. Come here. You want to be on stream?
No.
Come here, buddy.
I want to sleep.
Come on.
Do you have food?
Come on, old man. Come. Oh. I'll show everybody how to move the camera because he doesn't like to really jump up. But that's Gunther. Gunty. Hello. I have voices for my dogs. My voice for Gunther is, "Hey everybody, how you doing? My name's Gunther." And that's Gabby. Gabby is a bitcher butt, and she's just like, whatever. I'm out of here. You guys suck.
I don't need this.
So yeah, those are my puppies. Question for Brose and you, Diehard. Top 3 favorite dishes. Brose, after you, sir.
Okay. So, my grandfather, who I love a lot. I loved a lot. I still love. He's passed away, unfortunately. But he made this curried rice that was amazing. And we would have chicken legs with it, baked chicken legs. So that's like probably number 3. And his wife, my step-grandmother, she makes a bow-tie pasta with Alfredo sauce and grilled chicken. That is amazing. That's number 2. And then number 1 is probably my mom's Spanish rice.
Okay.
And she does a like a bee. I don't even know what she calls it, but it's incredible.
Okay.
Like, Mom is the whitest person you'll ever meet. As you can tell, she's very white, but she cooks mean Spanish food. It's so good. It's incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, mom's a Swede, but she cooks like a Spanish person. What is that? Your rice and your meat, Mom. That's my number one. Okay. Now she's in chat. So
Nice.
nice
Uh,
Mom.
so that's, you said 2, right? So what's the third?
That's the three.
Oh, you did say 3. Okay.
Yeah, the curried rice and chicken.
Okay.
The bow tie pasta. And
Oh yeah, that's right.
chicken, and then I just love chicken, I think, and then the rice and the meat.
For my end, Wolf Den, probably number 3 would be, I recently started buying fillets and grilling them, and I have like a special seasoning that I use with it, and then I don't know how universal this is, but have you ever heard of zip sauce?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it might be a Midwest, or it actually might be just a Michigan thing, but they had this bottle, and it's called zip sauce. And what you do is you take, so much, put it in a saute pan, throw a little bit of butter in there. You got to cook it slow, otherwise it turns sugary in that, and it doesn't taste right. So you cook it slow, and everything melted all together, and then you just.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Lucifer. Thank you so much for the Geedy. I really, really appreciate that, bro. That means a lot. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. That is awesome. You know it's big when it stops me dead in the middle of the story too. So I started making these fillets, and I like to butterfly my fillets. So I butterfly it, slice it right down the half, and I throw the zip sauce on it, and then I even have we have Sam's Club everywhere else, right? The warehouse clubs.
I don't have Sam. We don't have Sam's
Yo?
Club on the island, actually.
Oh, well, they have this. They have a garlic butter there.
Ooh, I just
Where-
had garlic butter earlier.
It comes in a tub like a country crock thing, so and everything. But you got to keep it.
Really?
Yeah, you have to keep it out, because otherwise, if you put it in the fridge, it won't spread right. So I take some of that and I throw it on there, and have it as like a garlic butter saute with the zip sauce on it, and it's just phenomenal. I love cooking that. And then my second dish would probably have to be a good pot roast with all the vegetables in it and everything else, and the potatoes, everything just cooking together all day long. And the way a house smells when you come in, there's been a roast that just cooks all day. It's just, it's so awesome.
We had one of those 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It was
yeah?
incredible.
And then probably my top would be my grandmother's recipe for, it's called rice and tomato soup. And see, you're like talking about all chicken and everything. I'm talking about all beef. So it's basically like you take stewing meat and stuff, throw it in there. You have rice. You have a tomato base in it for the soup. You throw soup bones in there, and let it simmer all day and everything too. And it's just an amazing soup. So those are probably my top 3 right now, I would say, for my
There's
dishes.
also a runner-up for me. My aunt used to make a ham casserole. Now,
Okay.
it sounds meh, but the way that she made it was so good, and I miss it very much.
What's in it?
It was
Besides
noodles.
ham.
It was noodles,
Mhm.
diced ham. My mom hated it, but I loved it.
Okay.
And it was I don't know what, like she put some sort of cream in it, and just left it. Hey Dan, thank you for the 5 bits. After 10,000, just something that she left in it, and she would bake it, and it was incredible. I loved it as a child. Probably my go-to. It's
See,
so good.
I have something similar to that with my grandmother too. Is that she made macaroni and cheese, but she would just like boil up a whole box of elbow macaroni, and then take like a casserole like bowl, and then layer it with throwing macaroni down, because it's elbow macaroni that you use. Then you would throw some salt and pepper on. Then you would layer it with slices of Colby cheese around it. Then throw more on there, and you would be putting a little bit of milk in every single layer. And you have like 3 layers of it. But then she would also take and cube up ham, like a ham steak, and cube that up and throw that in there. Throw cheese over the top. You throw it in the oven for 30 minutes to 45 minutes and let that thing bake. Ooh,
I
so good.
love mac and cheese, man. I love it. Honestly, me and Wolfden have sat with me on stream and talked about food for probably 3 hours at a time. I could talk about food all day. So like, I'm here. Food Network, you looking to buy? Let's do it.
Well, my grandmother would make homemade mac and cheese, but she would make it with like the elbow macaroni and take Velveeta cheese, cube it up, and melt it in there with the milk and everything, make it really, really creamy and good. And then my grandfather, who I call Papa, would always make salmon cakes. He would take salmon and break it up and everything and form the patties, bread it and everything with panko breading and everything, throw it in the oil and everything, and we'd have salmon cakes and mac and cheese, and that was just so good. So good.
See, I'm not a huge fish guy. Like, I like shellfish, I like shrimps and lobsters and all that stuff, but like normal fish, I'm not really into it. Like, I don't know if it's just like the taste to it or whatnot. I just can't do it. But like, I've had some crab cakes that have been amazing, and I didn't think I would like it because not a fish guy.
Right.
But I've had some crab cakes that are just phenomenal.
See, I've had crab, and I just feel like it's too much work for so little meat. Like we were down in Florida. This is a while ago, and just taking the hammer, just the wooden mallet, and just breaking up the crab and everything. And I'm just like, break it up, and you open it up, and it's just like, that's it. That's all I get out of it. Like, come on, man. I want to get in there. If I'm doing this much work, I want it. I want a lot more than what we got there.
Exactly.
Brose, because we're just talking about food and we're spitballing here now. So, have you ever heard of lava rocks?
Lava rocks?
Yes, lava rock cooking.
Oh yeah, I have. I was like, were we eating rocks?
Sorry, should have prefaced that. We have a place here in Michigan called Black Rock, and they bring out a piece of volcanic rock heated up to almost 700 degrees and bring you out a raw steak, and you cook your own steak and everything right there. They give you stuff to make on it and everything. Oh, it's so good. And people are like, I'm paying money for a steak. I want somebody else to cook it. But guess what? You cook it exactly how you want it.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about what anybody else does. Because guess
you
what?
don't have to worry about anyone.
You have it. It's your steak.
And if you mess it up, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually asked the waiter the first time we went. I said, okay, I got to ask this. I said, I know it seems like a stupid question, but I'm just curious about this. Have you ever had somebody send back a steak? He said no. He goes, I don't think we have anybody with the guts to actually send back a steak that they cooked wrong. I was like, well, I had to ask. I wanted to know if it ever happened, because you would think there was somebody out there that would like mistime it or something and be like, no, sorry, I don't like this.
I burned my steak and I have another one.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to do that, like eat the whole steak, and I'm like, I'm sorry, there's something wrong with this steak. It's gone. Can you please give me a new one?
I never received it, actually. I think it was disintegrated by the lava rock.
Exactly. Well, my wife and I, for our anniversary, we don't ever really buy each other presents. We just always go out for a really nice dinner. We've been like taking tours of, like, not tours, but like touring around the area of different steakhouses and that. So 2 years ago, we went to Wolfgang Puck Steakhouse, and it was pretty good. It was, it was really good, and that's when my wife found out about fillets, because she was usually just always getting a sirloin, and I'm like, she's like, this is like melts in your mouth. I'm like, well, that's why it's a fillet, and that's why it's more money. And then last year we went to Ruth Chris Steakhouse, and it was phenomenal.
I haven't been to the steakhouse in a while, at least.
It's always nice if you ever get the opportunity to just treat yourself once, because it's one of those things where you just won't go out and do it. It's obviously we're all not millionaires and everything. I mean, if I had that Ninja or Shroud money, then yeah, I'd be like, hey, I'm going out to a nice steak.
Shroud, I'm ready. Shroud, mixer.
That would be funny though if you could just take his logo and just like blow it out.
just use that filter on Instagram where it makes your face huge.
But I highly suggest if you ever get the opportunity to do it, even if it's just like, if somebody's buying, and this goes out to anybody buying you like Christmas stuff or gift cards or something, just ask for like gift card to like a nice restaurant and just go and treat yourself once. I think everybody needs to experience it because it is truly really nice when you do it, because there is a difference. A lot of people think, no, I'll just go to Outback. It's the same thing. No, it is not the
Shout
same
out
thing.
to I'm Happy. Congratulations on getting the job at Outback, brother.
Oh,
I was waiting for that to come up, like, because we're talking about steakhouses,
right.
and I'm like, Outback's got to come up, please. Come
I'm
up.
not saying I don't like Outback. Okay?
Outback's great. You ever had a bloomin' onion before? It's amazing. Okay.
I'm not an onion guy.
Oh, I love onion. I love onion so much. Except for raw onion. Keep it away.
See, I'm weird because I don't like onion. I don't like mushrooms because I think mushrooms are fungus and I don't want to eat fungus. And 3 is like, okay, I like raw green peppers. I don't like them cooked. I like
really
tomatoes in my soup or, tomato sauce or on my pizza. I don't like actual tomatoes. I don't like them on like hamburgers. I don't like them on anything like that.
Maybe it's a texture thing.
I don't like raw cauliflower and broccoli, but I love cooked cauliflower and broccoli.
Same. I won't eat cauliflower or broccoli raw. I can't. I love broccoli. Broccoli is my favorite vegetable of all time.
I just think broccoli is just so gross raw. I just do. It's just gross. Anyway. So we could keep going on and on and on about food, but
yeah, I could. I know that.
So, Brose, are you an only child?
I'm not. I have a little sister.
Okay.
4 years younger than me. She's 21. I also have...
21! Whoop whoop! Let's go to the club.
Pretty much. No, she works constantly. She's always working. So
that's good.
Yeah, she stays busy, and I don't get to see her a lot because she goes from working to, and I'm like when she gets home, I'm streaming, so I'm like working, and she has her weekends that she goes out with her friends and does all that fun stuff, and
right.
I go out with my friends, so it's like we don't get to see each other a lot, but I do love my sister very much. I also have a stepsister who moved here 2 years ago last month. She's from El Salvador. We got her here all legally. No, I don't need ice at my door. Don't do that. But yeah, that was all. We went through the paperwork for years to get her over here. She's also 21, or is she about to be 20? She just turned 22, maybe. I can't remember. It's hard. A lot of ages, a lot of numbers.
Right.
But yeah, she lives down the hall from me. She's wonderful. They're all nice. She's 22. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for the correction in chat. Thanks for watching, Mom. You're the best. This is the longest she's ever been in my stream. I can promise you that.
Nice.
But yeah, I have 2 siblings. Nice. And probably countless others because I don't know. My dad's in El Salvador doing drug addict stuff. So it's cool. It's all right. I might have other siblings. Who knows?
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, we're deep diving here.
I honestly, if you
we get to the hard truths.
If you watch my stream, it's a meme. I make fun of me not having a dad all the time. Like I guess it's a coping mechanism.
Hey,
but
I'll be your dad.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're
a year older than my mom.
Both.
So you're pretty much the same age.
You call me Daddy Diehard.
Daddy Diehard. Papa Diehard.
Or if you're fucking like Ape Shrek, you can call me Grandpa. Jesus, jerk. Rabble, well, that took a turn.
Yeah, why not, dude? Let's get deep. It doesn't have to be surface. We can go. I got a lot of surface area, but there's a lot more underneath.
Absolutely. There's depth to us.
Depth.
We're like an onion. Just got to peel back the layers.
Exactly. We're like Shrek in
yes,
here.
Exactly like Shrek.
Shrek is love.
No truer words were spoken by Shrek other than like I'm an onion. I have layers. Papa, Papa, Papa. Anybody out in chat, do we have any more questions for Brose? Please feel free. Are you like a parfait? Ooh, parfait. I love parfaits. Let's see here. I'm kind of shooting out the cuff, trying to wait for...
What made you want to start stream? So, okay. That was from my chat. That was from Wolfden. So, I've always wanted to make content, I guess. I have a YouTube channel that I deleted most of the videos off of, but it has like old. I have an old Minecraft world on there and like just
Whoops.
random videos and stuff that I've done, and um, so like I've always just wanted to put myself out there. I did a vlog there. I vlogged every day for like 150 days,
Mm.
and I hit partner on YouTube, and that was cool. And then I stopped doing that because it was cringy and horrible. Um, and then I discovered, Justin TV through a group called The Creatures, it was like Uber Hacks Nova and a bunch of other YouTube creators who started to do their podcast on Justin TV after they moved from Blog TV. And then it turned to Twitch, and I'm like, this is dumb. I don't want to do this. I don't want to watch this. I'd watch like short form content on YouTube. I'm like, this is better. I want to watch this. But then I found a streamer named Tim the Tatman, and that completely changed my mind because I could sit there for hours and just watch him. I've been subscribed to him for this is my 36th month.
Oh,
About to be.
nice.
So I have a 3-year sub to him with my Twitch Prime sub. If you've got him, use them. Please check your renewals. And I just knew I could do this. And then a couple months after I started watching Tim, I got XSplit gifted to me from Lucifer's Nights, and it was like the premium where it costs like $100, $150, something like that, and you can do whatever you want with it. And I'm like, oh, cool. So I'll be able to do that. And then my PC crapped out, and I wasn't able to use it. I don't know what was wrong with it. It was just busted. It would just turn off randomly. So I never got to do the streaming thing. And then I spent, years of just playing video games and doing nothing with my life. Like I didn't do anything. I just played video games. So I figured, I have this Xbox. It has connection to the internet. I have good internet. I can probably stream from this. So I stream from my Xbox. And now I have a very nice PC, and I'm streaming with much higher quality, and I'm very happy with that. And, I'm making money from it as well. So that's cool too. I'm able to help out around the house. I'm able to help out my mom. And even, when I have to say the F word in front of her. But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So
and
worth it.
It's all because of Tim the Tatman.
Nice. That's awesome. Madly asks, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Arcanine, easy.
Wow.
And then it's Arcanine, Espeon, Snorlax. Top 3.
See, Snorlax is my number one. Then I'm just a sucker for Pikachu. I just am.
Pikachu's great. I love Pikachu. I have a giant Bulbasaur right there.
I see that.
And then I got the 3 starters. And yeah, I don't have the Pikachu Pop because that thing costs $40 now because secondhand markets.
Oops.
Yeet.
A little demonic. Pika Pika. Pedic says, who's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Mikey. It's kind of tough, but I like Mikey.
Donatello, all the way. Donatello is the brains behind that operation.
I also have a question. Ready? What are your plans for the new year for streaming, and what are your plans for networking? I have all my focus right now on Supforce. That's for sure. I'm part of other Discord communities. I recently got kicked out of one for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know.
Who kicks you out of flipping? That makes no sense.
I guess I don't know. It's whatever. I'm not really thinking about it all that much. But I'm focusing on Supforce, and I'm part of other communities. Elevate, which is a super tight knit and awesome group of people, and that's about it. Supforce is my main focus right now.
Nice.
As far as networking, and I really want to grow my Instagram and my Twitter, try and get bigger on more discoverable platforms because it's so hard to grow on Twitch nowadays because there's no one going around to channels with, 5, 10, 15 viewers and being like, hey, uh, I have this brand deal. You want to do this? Like you
Right.
have your companies like that trying to basically steal money out of your pocket because they're like, oh, sign up with our affiliate program. And I'm like, oh, am I gonna make money from this? Yeah, eventually, but I that's not helping me right now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like all that, and yeah.
Rebel says, if Brose could change one career move from streaming, what would you change?
Instead of streaming, what would I rather be doing? I mean, I could. I don't know. I'd probably. Okay, so during the Supforce COD tournament, I had a lot of fun watching the matches and commentating over them. Like I was having a lot of fun doing that. I'm like, huh. If this whole stream thing doesn't work, I'm just gonna commentate because that was fun.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh, Rabble says no. LOL. So I think is he gonna have a? I'm not sure what he's saying. Oh, if you could change a move you made during streaming, what would you change, knowing what you didn't then? So something in the past that you did that you're like, oh shit, I wish I would have did this differently.
I would have listened to my friend Matt, and I would have joined Supforce earlier because he told me maybe a month before I joined to join you guys. I would have done it earlier, 100%. Because he's like he was telling me during like the building phases of it. I'm like, okay, cool, dude. I'm just gonna stream to myself and my two friends instead. I'll do it eventually. And it was a dumb decision then, and now I'm looking back. I'm like, maybe I should have listened a little earlier.
I see Wolfden in yours says, if you can give someone who's streaming advice to overcome fear and break out of their comfort zone, what would you say? Question for both of you. Go ahead.
Okay. So when I first started streaming, I was very reserved. Like I was to myself. I would engage with chat, but there wasn't much of a chat there.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started watching other people and talking to them in their streams, then I realized like, oh, in order to do anything, I need to not like sit there and not talk to anyone. I need to be engaging. So I'd say consume as much content as you can, and even if even if if you have like a full-time job and you're just doing this thing on the side, like do that. But take days where you're going into other people's streams and you're learning from them. So like watch the big streamers, see what they do, watch the small streamers, see what they do. Just take in as much content as you can. Just be a sponge to it.
Mm-hmm.
And take everything that you learned and then put your personality into it, and you're good. You'll be fine. I promise. And everyone has their own niche. So like even if you're like a weird dude who's trying to do weird things on stream, don't come into my stream first of all. But you'll find a market, I promise.
Yeah, there's somebody out there for everybody.
Exactly, especially
Crazy.
if you want to sell feet pics.
For me, Wolf, I would say two things. One is everyone says, dance like no one's watching. I say you stream like everybody's watching, no matter if you have 1 or 100 followers or viewers watching you. Stream like everybody's watching and don't pay attention to the number. That is the worst thing in the world you can do, is pay attention to that number, because it will drive you absolutely insane. Because one, no platform out there can tell you exactly how that number is calculated. They can't. I don't care what they say. They can sit there and say, oh, it's this. No, it's not. We've seen people test stuff and everything else, and it just never makes sense. Okay? It doesn't make sense at all how that number is calculated. So that's what sucks when there's stuff like for Twitch Partner where you have to have 75, viewer count average for a month. It's just, I've seen people have it and then, they've had it plenty of times, but then they don't get the partner when they sit there and say, this is what it's supposed to be. My other piece of advice would be go to YouTube and search Harris Heller. Watch that dude. That guy knows his shit.
Hell yeah.
Backwards and forwards, okay? That's one of the main reasons why when people like see my like if you look at when you're looking at my my D Live and everything, you'll see like I'll type and you see my icon is me with Chewbacca. Because one of the things he said is don't put your logo up there. That's not what the people want to see you. They're scrolling through. They're not going to just go because of your logo. They're going to look and say, oh, look at that dude. Okay, I'm going to go check him out. You go watch Harris Heller's videos on YouTube. He does so many of them where he does rapid fire questions where he'll go through like 50 things that every streamer makes a mistake of. And he's not out to belittle anybody. He's not out for other than to help people. And I think that's huge. And that's what I tell anybody who's really interested in getting into streaming is those two things. And then my third thing is it's going to get frustrating. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. Okay? One of the biggest things that I had happen to me in streaming, well, two things recently in the past 2 months, was getting my first Ninjet, which is 10,000 lemons. I've never had one before, and I got one from Ape on my birthday, which was like a really big highlight. But I also got hosted by somebody on D Live, and I know a lot of it was bots, but I literally kept seeing the number climb, and I got to, I think the number was like 319 viewers on one of my streams. And it was just mind-blowing because I never had that high of a number before in my life. So when I say don't look at the number, when it's high, it's awesome because you're like, holy shit, that's awesome, and that. But don't live and die by that number. Just be engaging with your chat, even if there's one person there. Talk to nobody, That's some of my stuff. Yeah, Rabble says, sorry, my camera's like covering my chat just a little bit. So that's why I'm looking like to the side like this. Rabble says, ride the wave. That's exactly it. It's just like surfing. Ride the wave. You're going to have good ones. You're going to have bad ones. But when you get that perfect one, there's no better feeling than when you get that perfect wave that you ride. It's amazing. I love it. 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 Jay Bandit says, your buddy got to meet Harris? That's awesome. That guy he's such a cool dude. I'd love to meet that guy in real life.
I think I've watched every video on the Alpha Gaming channel twice at this point, because like I'll go back and I'll watch the same ones over and over. I'm like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Like,
he makes sense though with the stuff that he says. I mean, it's nothing. It's not like it's rocket science, but it's just when you have somebody who's established that just says that stuff, it holds some weight. It really does. Somebody like me who's just out here and like my average high that I get would be like 20, like this right now. Us sitting in my channel, I got 30 people right now. That's a great day. It's a great day. But I'm happy right around 10 in that. But you get somebody that has tons of people watching him, and he comes out and just says, guys, it's just as simple. Just do this, this, and this. And I love the one thing he says too, because everybody wants to do this. Everybody wants to be a full-time streamer. Everybody wants to be able to sit in front of the camera, sit in front of your gaming console, your PC, and just do this for a living and do this all day long. And he said, don't do it. If you cannot do it without another job, you cannot be a full-time streamer. You just can't. You have to be able to support yourself on that platform. And that's why he says, like, I think it's like 85% of the streamers out there fail when they try to do it because they're not set up for it. You have to be able to sustain yourself. So that's just my sorry, I rambled a little bit, but
Harris Heller is amazing.
Yes.
Watch his content. It's great.
So Panic Code says, so you have a stepsister, do you have a stepdad?
I do have a stepdad. I do. His name is David, but I call him Senor. It's like a respect thing that I always felt uncomfortable calling him by his first name. So I call him Senor, and I've called him that for the past... He's been with my mom 11 years now. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
CJ says, in my stream and in your stream, does Brose love me?
Very much, CJ.
Well, there you go.
I've known CJ for a while now too. It's been probably 4 or 5 years that I've known him and Desert Rat, who just joined recently. I've known both of them a very long time now.
Here's a good question from Madley. If you could travel to anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I want to go to Canada and eat food with Wolf Den. There we go. And Lily, you have to come with too.
Nice. Let's see here. Rebel says that's 100% why you're our ambassador. Amp says Brose just said let my freak flag fly. Will do.
100%. Always. I'll say some weird stuff on stream. And, you know, I own it because, well, it's on stream and it's on the pod, so nobody can say that I didn't do it.
Hey, Rebel, no true words were spoken. You can't appreciate the highs if you've never had the lows.
Oh, yeah.
And that's very, very true. And, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Well, Spectre says, well, you are a Crunker player.
True. Crunker's lit. It's
And
so good.
CJ says, what, you don't want to come down south? I feel betrayed.
CJ, I will come down south. I feel like that's easier than getting... Actually, no, Canada's super close to me. What am I talking about?
Well, I heard you say something about the garden, so you got to say you're in the New York area.
Oh, yeah, I live on the North Shore of Long Island. Anyone can know that. It's actually in my bio.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Well, I was talking about doing a meetup for like Midwest people and that, and I said next summer we should all get together and meet at like Cedar Point or something like that, where everybody could just be there and just have a good time. But I think there's a good concentration of us around the Midwest that we could meet somewhere.
There's a lot of
have a
Northeast
meetup.
people too. I've met a couple Supforce people. I met Gaming with Biggs, who's a very good friend. He's awesome. And I met Sloppy Hose. He came over to my house. He slept in that chair back there where my dog is.
Oh, minimum. Wait, Jay Bandis says, do you ever plan on moving to another state?
I've always thought about it because, you know, cost of living here is awful. It's insane. I've always thought about, you know, moving down south, or because, you know, cost of living is much lower down there. Midwest area. I've always thought about it. I've never really committed to anywhere though. You know, our whole family's here. We're just kind of trying to survive.
Minimum. Actually, we just kind of talked about this. What tips, suggestions would you give to new or smaller streamers like myself and others? Yeah, we kind of we kind of talked about that a little bit. Yeah, Rebel says, what's the worst advice you can give small streamers? Yeah, stop streaming.
Don't take your phone / webcam and point it at the screen and get your gameplay that way. That's not smart. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do this.
Yeah, don't do that. No.
Because look at Infinite Broses.
Hey, that's perfect.
Oh, phone had died. Sorry. No problem, man. We just said to make sure that you go watch Alpha Gaming on YouTube. He has a lot of stuff. Harris Heller. He has his Twitch channel. Just watch him. He does a lot of great advice. And that's really where I would tell anybody to start and go watch all those videos, because they all have great content. They all make sense too. When you listen to them and stuff, you'd be like, that's easy stuff. But it's like nobody talks about it because everybody wants the end goal. Everybody wants the end goal.
Nobody can be ninja overnight.
Someone should make like a 1-minute slideshow video to advertise Supforce. Like, join. Okay, Wolf. This is what we do in the meetings. Here's the gun. Jumping over it. Stuff is on the way. Trust me, bro. Trust me.
Yes.
And people on Twitch should use it when they're AFK starting YouTube. Yes, absolutely. That would be a great thing to do, is to just play a video on loop of Supforce and everything else. I totally agree with that, and that is a great idea. What you should do, Wolf, is in the Discord, make sure you go over to the channel that says suggestions and put that in there. Put that in there.
It's perfect.
Ashen Christ is awesome too, Spectre says. Cool. Okay, thanks so much. He says he just made a clip. Oh, Rabble just made a clip. I don't know what he just made a clip of. Oh, Infinite Broses he made the clip of. Nice. Oh, I got a new version of Stream Deck. Remind me later. Thank you. Okay. Well, Brose, I'm going to give you, some time here. I want you to talk to the people. Let them. Lucifer Knights, it's on your chat. I'm too fat to be a ninja. Trust me, dude. You know what? Actually, for me being a big guy, I'm very stealthy. Like I sneak up on people.
I've seen your dance moves too, so you're light on your feet.
I can sneak up on people, and people are just like, "What the fuck? Like, where the hell did you come from?" I'm like, "I was walking right behind you." I can be loud walking too when I want to, especially around the house when you have a basement and everything else. So, Brose, take a few minutes here, talk to the people, tell them about your channel, tell them what's on the horizon for you, and your stream schedule and whatnot. And everybody, somebody in the D Live chat, not Brose, because you should be talking, not typing. Put Brose's link to his chat or to his Twitch channel in there, and make sure you go over there and drop him a follow or a sub, or drop him 10,000 bits, and he will drop the F-bomb again to his mom.
No, I won't. She's already gonna hit me once. I don't need it again.
Do it again.
So, my name is BroseWood. It's pronounced Brose. It's like Jose with a BR, But other than that, I am a Twitch streamer. I stream on twitch.tv/BroseWood. I stream Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. till about 11 or 12 if it's a good day, or if it's a I'm losing track of time day usually. I play your normal FPS stuff like Call of Duty. It's a tough game. I play Apex. I play Overwatch. I play Rainbow Six Siege. I play all that on stream. But recently we've been doing Pokemon. Pokemon Sword, incredible. Nintendo, pay me for this, but it's one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played. It's probably top 4. I was saying this on stream yesterday. It's so good. We are starting the post game because I just beat the champion last night. Starting the post game tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, and if you're in chat, I will name a Pokemon after you.
Did you name mine?
I didn't. I haven't found one yet. I need to find a male Snorlax. Male. But Desert Rat, Alan, he's insane. He won me every single match I've ever played. He's the MVP of my Pokemon team. Let that be known. Mixer.com/desert_rat if you haven't seen him.
Lucifer, yeah. He's thick.
He's thick. Dan is named. Dan's namesake is a skunk in Pokemon. Let that be known. But yes, that's what I do. That's when I do it, and that's where I do it. That's also where. Never mind. I will. I want my biddies back. I'm sorry. Yes, Alan did beat Tyranitar, who was nuts. So yeah, that's me. Hi. How you doing?
CJ, I'm just a damn bird. Sad face.
I didn't even get to evolve CJ, to be honest. Wolfen's an Arcanine.
Well, Brose, thank you again for being a part of Support Force. We really appreciate it. We appreciate everybody in Support Force, don't get me wrong. But Brose, thank you so much for coming in and being a shining light in this community, a beacon of hope, if you will. And yes, for being our Supforce ambassador. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, everybody, if you're in the chat, you don't know what Support Force is, we are a multi-platform streaming community. We support you no matter what you're on. DLive, Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Doesn't matter. You can stream on the moon with some weird-ass freaking platform. We will be there to support you. So make sure, somebody put it up in chat right now, please. Make sure you hit up supportforce.co, supportforce.ca, supportforce.info, and join our Discord. You go through a couple of things to read about us, our mission statement, what we're about. Please make sure you go do that. Hit us up. We are an amazing community that is just taking off. The sky is the limit for us. So please, please, please make sure you check us out. Still haven't seen. There we go. Thank you, Rabble. Thank you for putting the link out there. Make sure you go check us out. Read up, and believe me. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't want to interrupt.
No,
you.
go ahead. Go ahead. That's worth interrupting.
Spectre, dude, thank you for the 10 gifted, man. Also, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I was trying to keep my mouth shut so Diehard could do his thing, but I appreciate you so much. This is, I don't even know what to say, dude. Spectre.
Hey,
I love you, brother.
That's
That
what
is
we
our
do.
clutch manager.
That's
That
what
is
we
our
do
clutch
here.
manager right there.
Support.
Exactly.
Hashtag support the support.
Supforce.
That's what we do.
Sup, love, baby.
So make sure you check us out. Hit those links and join us, and you will not be sorry. Just remember, you get into Supforce what you take from it.
Exactly. No.
No, sorry. You get into support. You get out of Supforce what you put into it. Jesus
Exactly.
Christ. Thank you so much for hanging out, Brose. Thank you so much, bro. Another set of gifted subs.
What is going on, dude?
Jesus, bro, you are just getting blown up.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna vomit. CJ, thank you for the gift sub, man.
If we get you 100K, will you vomit on the dog?
What a dog! Stop! I can't throw up on a dog. I can't throw up on a dog. Stop!
Oh my God, another 10 gifted subs. Jesus Christ, that's 30 gifted subs you've had so far.
What's going on? Oh my God, Dan and Lily and CJ and Spectre. Oh my God, dude. Thank you all so much.
I think they're trying to get you to cry on
I'm not
pod.
I've told myself a million times I'm never gonna like cry on stream. It's not gonna happen. I can't do it. Oh
Well,
my goodness.
Everybody, thank you for coming out. Next week, I believe I'm not sure who's going to be on the pod next week for episode 5, but please make sure you swing by again. It will be on Wednesday. It will not be on Thursday, since Thursday is Thanksgiving. Got to get that turkey in my belly. So
Yes.
we will not be on that night, but we will be on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, just remember that happiness is a state of mind. Peace, love, and support for all. If you're going to have sex, wear a condom. Help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. And remember, as always, ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed. Have a great night.
Wait. So, I don't know. I think I want to continue streaming. So I'm gonna leave this call.
No, you can't leave yet.
I can't leave yet.
You cannot leave yet.
Not leaving. Do I mute myself? Do we have to have like?
No, we had talks afterwards, so I hope you had a good time on the pod.
I did. I had a great time.
That's good. You were perfect, dude. You had nothing to be worried about, believe me.
I was worried. Most of the night, you can ask anyone. I was very worried.
Oh my God, Spectre, you prick. He waited till I was off camera to do this. He put 10 gifted subs to my channel.
Spectre!
Wow, Spectre, that is amazing. Oh my God. That is ridiculous. Thank you so much, bro.